Good morning, class. Before we start our topic for this morning, let me introduce to you myself. I'm Arian Grace A. Prada, BE Ed 2A. Before we start our topic in this morning, let me introduce to you our objectives. At the end of the lesson, the pupils will be able to A. Identify whether it's asymmetrical or symmetrical balance. B. Distinguish between asymmetrical and symmetrical balance in art. And letter C. Draw an art using asymmetrical and symmetrical balance. And now, we will start our discussion in this morning. Are you ready, class? Okay, very good. Good morning, class. Let's all stand for our prayer. Okay, who wants to lead the prayer? Okay. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Amen. Alright, amen. And now, before we proceed to our discussion in this morning, we will have an activity. I will divide you into 5 groups. Each group, we will have a representative. I will give you an envelope containing the scrambled words. Each group have got the correct answer will be declared as a winner. Each group have correct answer. Group 1 got the colors, Group 2 lines, Group 3 shapes, Group 4 texture, and the Group 5 will be the value. So now, we will have a recap. So what was our last topic yesterday? Very good. It's all about the texture. What is texture? Textures is the perceived surface quality of a work of art. So, it's correct.
Good day, I am Rizal Hito. So now, I will divide the class into 3. Each group will give you pictures that shows the balance. All you need to do is to identify whether it is symmetrical or asymmetrical balance. Then, present the identified pictures into the class. Is that clear? Yes, teacher! Class, from the given activity, how do you differentiate the symmetrical and asymmetrical balance? Yes, Amora. Symmetrical balance occurs when unequal weights are on equal sides of the composition, while asymmetrical balance results from unequal visual weights on each sides of the composition. Very good!
Good morning, class! I am your teacher for today. I am Kizzy Curato Golosino. So for today's lesson, we are going to know what are the differences between symmetrical balance and asymmetrical balance. So I will show you some pictures in the board of asymmetrical and symmetrical balance. So all you have to do is to identify whether it is a symmetrical or asymmetrical balance. Is it this?
Yes po, teacher.
Very good. So now let's start. First picture, what do you think is this? Is this symmetrical or asymmetrical balance? Very good. That is symmetrical balance. Number 2, what is this kind of picture? Very good. Asymmetrical balance. And number 3, what kind of picture is this? Very good. Asymmetrical balance. Number 4, what kind of picture is this? Very good. Symmetrical balance. Okay, very good. So now let's clap our hands. So today, class, we are going to discuss about what is symmetrical and asymmetrical balance. What are their definitions and what are their differences? Are you all ready, class?
Yes po, teacher.
Very good. So before that, we are going to know the definition of balance, asymmetrical balance, and symmetrical balance. So now, let's go to the definition of balance in art. So when we say balance in art, it is defined as the equal distribution of visual weight in a composition. So all the elements, line, shape, color, etc. in that composition look stable or have a feeling of balance, like one side is not heavier than the other. So, do you understand the meaning of balance, class?
Yes, teacher.
Good. So, I will show you pictures here of an example of balance. So now, class, let's go back to our next topic, which is the symmetrical or formal balance. So, the elements like line, color, etc. are identical or almost identical on both sides of the axis. So, the easiest balance to achieve and generally feels calmer and more stable. So, I will show you pictures here as an example of symmetrical or formal balance. Is it understood?
Yes, po, teacher.
Very good. So now, let's go to asymmetrical or informal balance. So, here, these are the examples of asymmetrical or informal balance. So, when we say asymmetrical or informal balance, this is the elements that are not identical on either side of the axis line. Yet, the overall feeling is stable. Harder to achieve, but visually more interesting. So, look at the pictures, and these are the examples of asymmetrical balance. Is it understood?
Yes, po, teacher.
Very good. Now, did you all understand the definition of symmetrical and asymmetrical balance, class?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Now, for you to learn more about symmetrical and asymmetrical balance, I will show you a video, or I will present a video here in the board that shows asymmetrical and symmetrical balance. So, all you have to do is to listen very, very carefully. Is it understood?
Yes, po, teacher.
Very good.
Is asymmetrically balanced and symmetrically balanced. So first of all, let's talk about symmetrical. Symmetrical means same. So if we look at this butterfly, and if you notice that there's a purple line dividing it vertically, if we were to fold that butterfly in half, it is exactly the same along each side of that axis, or that purple line. So symmetry means the same. You can remember the definition because symmetry starts with an S, and so does the word same. So an asymmetrical balance is basically the opposite of that. It's an unequal distribution of balance. So if I looked at this design here, and it doesn't matter how we fold this in half. If we folded it in half diagonally from corner to corner here, it's going to be different along that axis. If we folded it in half this way, it's going to be different. If we folded it this way, it's going to be different. If we folded it this way, it's going to be different. Okay? So their asymmetrical balance design means it's an unequal distribution of visual appearance.
Did you learn something to our new discussion today, class?
Yes, po, teacher.
Okay, very good. So since you've learned to our discussion today, I have some questions. So are you all ready?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. So now, all you have to do is to raise your hand if you want to answer. Is it understood?
Yes, po.
Very good. So we have first question. It is defined as the equal distribution of visual weight in a composition. Yes, Kate?
Balance in art, po, teacher.
Very good. The answer is balance in art. Very good, Kate. The second question. It is the elements that are not identical on either side of the axis line. Yes, Tonette?
Asymmetrical balance, po, teacher.
Very good. It is a symmetrical balance. The last question are identical or almost identical on both sides of the axis. Yes, Josh?
Symmetrical balance po,
Very
teacher.
good. It is symmetrical balance. So now, let's clap our hand for your good achievement for today's discussion. So, thank you for listening to me, class. Again, I am Kizzy Curato Golosino, your teacher for today. Thank you and God bless. Goodbye, class.
Good day, class. I am Teacher Angeline. You can call me Teacher Ange. And for today, I am going to ask you what is the opposite of a symmetrical balance? From the class? Yes, very good, Angel. That's right. Now, to our next activity, you will create an artwork using symmetrical and asymmetrical balance to describe your emotions right now. After that, you will present your artwork to the class and give a brief description about it. Am I clear? Very good.
Again, good day everyone. I am teacher Eliza and I am sure that you've learned enough about our topic for today. So, let us see if we can now really identify what is asymmetrical and symmetrical balance. So, I have here some pictures. You just only need to answer if it is asymmetrical or symmetrical balance. Are you ready? Okay. For the first picture, who can answer? Yes, Angel? That's right. That is symmetrical balance. Okay, for the next picture, who else? Yes, John? That's correct again. It's a symmetrical balance. So for the last picture, who can answer? Yes, Charlie? That is correct. You're doing great, class. So keep it up. For that, you deserve a round of applause. So now, who can answer what is the difference between a symmetrical and symmetrical balance? Yes, Joy? Absolutely correct. Thank you for sharing what you've learned. So for the next meeting, I am expecting you to give at least 10 famous artwork that uses symmetrical balance and asymmetrical balance. Write it in a 1/4 sheet of paper. So that's all for today, class. Goodbye and keep safe.